Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Grace Tori and I'm back with another video. It is time we do episode 3 of the Instant Influencer, my reaction and review to the episode. That made no sense, but we're just gonna roll into it. Before we start, I just want to remind you guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and leave a like as it really helps out my channel. And now we're just gonna jump into it. So the first note that I have in my notes, I have quite a bit today. The first one is the compact challenge. I thought that was so fun and applicable. I would actually really want to do that challenge, not actually have to do an apology video, but do it in that setting. I feel like that would be really fun to try and do. And oh my gosh, Benny was cracking me up when he added the mascara and he had the lash. It made me laugh so hard. I was not surprised that he won because he made it really funny. Next I had them doing collaborations, that's a hard word, for the elimination challenge. Those are actually really difficult. I feel like people think that they're just fun and people just get together, but those are business deals usually. They're not collaborations where people just sit down and have fun. That, of course, that's part of it, but there's so much planning that goes into it. So I'm glad that they touched on this because it's really freaking hard. There's so much that goes into it, so much planning. Literally, usually, probably 2 months ahead of time, people are planning them. Especially there's collaborations where you're not in person and you're there's virtual ones, there's all kinds of different collaborations, so these are actually really difficult. Nikita, when she came in with that puppy, I died. Nikita is so extra and I live for it. I love it and it's such a good time. I was just cracking up from the second she walked in. Again, they did 3 hours. Like I said, that's no time at all. We've talked about this in the past episodes. Oh my goodness, I don't know how they did it. Well, obviously you saw that it was a bit more challenging this week than with the other weeks, and that's because collaborations are hard. There's so much that goes into it and you want to show the best side of someone and the best side of yourself, and that was a lot of the comments we saw, this person took over, or you didn't say enough, or you said too much and you cut the person off, and it's really hard to have that balance, and to add not having enough time into it, that's hard. So for Zodiac, Gabriel did Zodiac, and the first thing I thought, he said that it's trending on YouTube right now, which is true, but my comments are it's a bit overdone. You have to be ahead of the trend for people to want to click on it. So if, say that you saw that one person did their Zodiac sign, a makeup look based off of it, okay, that's great, but if you try and recreate that, chances are that you saw that video, someone else saw that video, and it's already been done, and oh, I just realized the lighting here is kind of weird, sorry. It's already been done and everybody's already seen the video, and so they're not as likely to click on yours. You have to kind of be ahead of the trend and get yours to be the first video up, or you have to be like James, where you just have millions of followers and they're gonna watch your video regardless. But as a small YouTuber, I felt from him saying that it was trending, yeah, that's true-ish, but you're not gonna get a ton of views unless you're ahead of it, so I kind of felt in the real world, that wouldn't have been the best idea. I liked Ashley's video. I literally cannot talk. I'm not gonna edit this video, I'm just gonna put it straight up, so you're just gonna have to see me trying to talk for 10 minutes. This is just video me trying to talk. So let's try this again. I liked Ashley's video idea. It was so different and I got to see a different side of her and Nikita, which was super, super cool. It was super interesting to talk about Nikita, or to hear Nikita talk about being vulnerable and still being entertaining and funny. I feel there's that idea that if you're vulnerable, you can't be entertaining and funny, and you can't bring light to a situation. But hearing Nikita say her side, hey, if you're just vulnerable, everyone's gonna click out. I thought that was an interesting take. I feel no one's ever told me that before. Lipstick Nick was the third judge this week. We love her. She's such a level-headed influencer, so I felt having her take was very valuable, and it was a great idea to pick her as a judge. Going back to Ashley, she really impressed me as I saw more a vulnerable side of her. She's kind of a baddie, and I got a cold, distant feeling from her, but I realized that today I've always been judged for being that baddie vibe and no one wanting to get to know me because they think that I'm kind of mean or whatever, and it was nice to see Ashley take off like her exterior and to show like a more vulnerable side of her, because I understand what it's like for people to not want to see past your exterior and to immediately say like, oh, this person is mean based on how they dress or how they look, and I feel like her and Nikita both deal with that, like, oh, they're both really loud, or oh, they're both baddies, and I felt like I related to them on that. So it was super super interesting and cool to see that they were like kind of getting past that. I don't know if that's the right words for it. Next, I agree with James' decision. Games, we ain't playing games. Gabe is so good and has so much potential. He just needs to grow as an influencer. I felt the same with Indigo. Indigo had more of a personality than Gabe though, so I felt like Indigo was farther along with being an influencer. But Gabe is gonna be fine. He has amazing talent. He had this huge network that's gonna show him to so many people, and he's gonna have people that are willing to grow and watch him become an influencer. He's just not there yet. He has so much potential. I said this about was it Rachel? No, Rachel, Brittany. Wow, it's definitely a Friday, sorry guys. So I said this about her too. She was so talented, she had so much going for her, and she had so much room to grow. And so she's gonna be fine, Gabe is gonna be fine, Indigo's gonna be fine. They're just not there yet, and they're gonna be there. They have all of the tools to be there, they're just not there yet. Yeah, so basically those were my thoughts from this week's video. I am not going to edit this and do the whole shebang. I just want to get it up because I'm filming this a little bit later than usual. So yeah, you get to see a little bit more of my goofy side, I guess, because I mess up a lot and usually edit it out. But I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. We are a growing fam, and I love you guys so much. You are my favorite in the world. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment saying your view on this week's episode. I want to talk to you guys all about it because I feel like this was like a turning point in the series, and I just want to like talk to you guys about it and see what you think. So yeah, that being said, I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video.